hands palm up and just let the energy wash over you and through you.
Hi guys. Oh, hello. How are you doing? You all right? How are you doing? All okay? Hello to Electa, DJ Digi, Ski Bob, Fuffy, Fat Supply. Hey babe. E-Tice is in. Who else have we got? Rob. John Orr, Carrie, Cav's here. Hello, Cav. Kelly's in. Who else have I missed? God, it's quite busy tonight. Hello, Alexander. How you doing? Hello, Adam. Yeah, we've got a busy one tonight. These demo drops have actually got busier and busier, darling. To be quite honest with you. So yeah, I'm glad I had the initial idea. Ow! And long may they continue. So, yeah, we've got loads to get through tonight. I'm just checking all my levels. Still getting used to this one big monitor screen. I've got one big 4K monitor now, so I can fit a lot on it. But it's weird because I'm not used to having 2 or 3 monitors all next to each other. So I've got to look up here now. So, yeah. DJ Madder says, you get my other one along with Juice. When did you send it? Let me just turn this down a little bit because that was peaking a bit. When did you send it, babes? Because I've gone through all my emails up until about 2 hours ago, and I've just been baking cookies with the kids. And I was the reason why I was late this time was I've been watching a parrot. Look, he's still online. Look, it's a little parrot. Oh, hang on, I'm showing you all my messages now. Look, check it out. Little parrot that is being born right now on Facebook. And they've been asking for names, so I had to stay on there and told him that he should call it Karen, obviously. So yeah, that's why I was late. But yeah, so let's get on with it. Being late for a parrot is cool. This, yay! He's lovely as well. Yeah, I love stuff like that. It's much better than getting involved with conflict on social media. I'll turn it off there now because otherwise it'd be distracting. Right then, on with the show. First of all, we've got Hartshorn. A few of you will know Hartshorn from on Twitch. Hello, Martin. Martin there, BTID. Just let me know if it's peaking at all, because I've brought my microphone closer to me now, so I might just need to make a little bit of adjusting. Should be okay though. Yeah, we've got Hartshorn. A few of you know him from Twitch. An amazing producer, part of Keep the Rave Alive. So, without further ado, I'll just find my folder. I always think I'm organised and then I'm not. Here we go. This is Hartshorn, Erase Me.
I know it's a game. I'm like a
That's right. Love that one. Absolutely love that one. Do you know what I've gone and done? I forgot to do my intro for when I upload this to YouTube. So I know every single time I try to be professional, right? Forget something. So let's just pretend that I know what I'm doing, right? I know. And for continuity, put this back to purple. Now we're just going to pretend that I've started the show, okay? Okay. Hi guys and welcome. I can't do it. I can't do it. 1, 2, 3. Hi guys and welcome to another demo drop where your music can be heard. If you want to send in your music, just send them to amberdpromo@gmail.com. It's that way because it's not that way. And we will have a listen to them on the show, give you some constructive feedback on my Twitch channel. Or, of course, if you're watching this back, it will be on YouTube. So first up, we're going to be listening to a track by Hartshorn, which is called Erase Me. But we've just listened to that, so I'll edit that later. No one will know. Hello, Hartshorn. How you doing, mate? It was seamless, wasn't it? Right, so we've just had a listen to that. Everyone obviously has loved that. I've got nothing to add to that from a musical perspective. How long is it? Apart from the only thing I noted at the end there was we haven't got a drums outro. We've got a drums intro, but there isn't one on the outro. I'm just guessing that that's because of that style of music. Or you've just given me a clip or an edit or something. But I like to have at least like 16 bars to mix out of no drums. But that's just because of my DJ style. Arrangement, lovely. I've heard this song once before, right? And it was when I raided you after my DJ stream last week. And the vocal's been in my head all week. So that's a good sign. You know, that has it's instantly recognisable. Really like it. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to listening to your other tunes as well that you sent me. And yeah, seem like a really lovely person, and it's lovely to hear your work, mate. So thank you for sending it in. Please send more as well, because since starting to stream on Twitch, I've been really getting into what I'd call it hardcore, but I guess it's hard dance, is it? But whatever it is, it's good. It's real good. So yeah, I really like that. So next we've got Fat Supply, which is Nina. In chat. Is it Nina or is it Claire? How is Stomp? I like that. Yeah, hard dance is a bit slower, but it's got those reverse bass things in there, and it's got that clean production in there, kind of like Energy Syndicate, that kind of stuff. I've been really getting into that kind of stuff now. So Claire is real name. So everyone, shout out to, first of all, let's do a shout out to Hartshorn. If you're not following Hartshorn on here yet, make sure you do. And shout out to Fat Supply, who is actually going to be helping me to learn Logic as well very soon. Because we have to learn Logic now, as well as Ableton in my uni course. So, and this track, I love this one. So without further ado, this is Fat Supply and this is Drop That. Yeah, I really, really like that. Your drums are really interesting. Um, like your one shots in there and stuff. It just sounds nice. It sounds. That's why I wanted to just listen to it with the drums just at the end there, because I loved how you've arranged your drums, your percussion in that. I think your production. I've told you this before. I think your production's really good, really clean, really well done. Um, and I don't know what genre that is. Not that it really matters, but I would definitely be playing that in like what I call my like future house sets or tech house. Yeah, tech house. It's even got quite. It's even got a kind of like yeah, it's chunky and funky. It's a good, it's a good track. It really is. I love it. Um, yeah, I think someone said needs more question and answers, vocal more delay, possibly, but um, it could be overkill as well. Do you know what I really loved about this? Actually, it's something that's quite difficult to achieve when you start learning how to arrange and finish a track, and that is creating the suspension and the what's the word? Brain's not working today. The tension. So you know when you're coming up to the drops and you're building everything up with your trauma strings and everything, and building up that tension is quite a difficult thing to do. Yeah, the tension and release. There's a really good plugin actually for that by Dada Life called Endless Smile, and it kind of takes all of that guesswork out, so you don't need to do a lot of automation with it. You can just whack it on the master if you wanted, and jobs are good. But obviously it is good to learn how to do all of that separately as well. Endless Smile is brilliant. Well, I didn't notice that you'd used Endless Smile, so you've done it very subtly, because usually I can tell when someone's used a certain setting, and it's usually one of the harder ones. Can't remember the names of them now, but I could usually tell. I did not tell them that you'd used it. So it is a really good VST plugin. It is really good. Layers. I do lots of layers, and yet Endless Smile. Yeah, you can tell that you have and put in a lot of work with that. It's not just thrown together. I loved it. Yay! Go on. Oh. There we go. Fat Supply. Right, next one is Matt C presents Initiate, and the 8 is a number 8. Looking for Love, and it's the Dave Curtis remix. So this is from Dave. Let me look in my files. So yeah, excuse me, I do this a lot if you're new. Very burpy. So yeah, let's have a listen to this. Yeah, bish bash bosh. That is a good tune, and it knows it. Really good work there, Dave Curtis. I think he said to me that that's now been signed. Can't remember who he said it's been signed to. What are you all saying, fam? Fat Supply says that change it really works well. Good donks, good reverse donks. Yeah, proper peer sounds. Exactly. I think I've told people this before on here. If you want a good free FM synth donk machine, Alan Aztec has got the Donk Machine 2, which is free to download. I'm not sure if it's Mac. I think it may only just be a DLL for Windows, but it's free and it's brilliant because it shows you how to make donks. You can reverse engineer them. So yeah, proper crowd pleaser. Yeah, and it was well done. You know, it's nice production again. Good. Next we've got Rusey K, and this is Far Away. And that rhymed. I'm a poet. And I know it. Right, here we go. Yeah. Um, that vocal is really lovely, especially the hook. No, I don't know if Rusi, if he isn't in the chat, if he's cut those up or whether that's. Let's have a quick listen again. Yeah, I think he's cut that up and sampled the as and ooze in, and it sounds beautiful. I think that's the unique selling point of that track. The problem is when you've got a good vocal, is the rest of the track sometimes gets overlooked. So from what I have experienced and what other more experienced producers have always said to me is take the vocal out, get the track sounding really, really good without it. So interesting, without needing the vocal in there. Then put the vocal back in and you know that you're onto a winner there. Like what Fat Supply said about it needing a vocal before we got to the first or the main breakdown, it needed to have some kind of introduction to the vocal. So some reverse reverbs with a long reverb tail, bounce them down and reverse them in. That can usually be a nice way to introduce a vocal. So we kind of like prepare ourselves subconsciously for a vocal. Have you got your pen and paper out, Digi? And I didn't like the snare rolls. I don't even know if it is a snare. I know it might just be a high tom. Or it might just be one of those ones that you get in a kit or something. I just think it ruins it a bit. I think it would sound better with a bottleneck snare. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? I didn't know that. Oh. That could just be me, though. The vocal's great, though. Yeah, really like it. Really like it. I'd like to hear it again. I don't know if it's finished or not. Maybe a bit of a mix down. Maybe something a bit more ear candy-ish. You know, maybe some more effects in there or something to keep the interest on the outros and the intro and the outro. It's the pitching that messes them up. Yeah, a filter. Yeah, exactly. Just have an automated filter on there. And even sometimes just a volume thing as well can make all the difference. But yeah, I really like that. So, but this is the thing about these live streams, these demo drops, is as a producer, as someone that is learning production, and all of us are on different journeys and at different levels, we don't know what we know until we sit here and talk about it and listen to each other's work. So, you know, it's never in a criticising way, but it does help us to organise our own thoughts when it comes to us going back into our studios and doing our own stuff. So that's why I find these things really, really helpful. Hello, Ski Bob. Hello to Carte Blanche, who's here as well. But yeah, I love that vocal, though. I absolutely love that vocal. So well done, Rusi K. Well done. Next, we've got DJ Digi next. And this is... DJ Digi is one of my regulars. And I'm very, very proud of DJ Digi. Oh, hello, it's not sure. Don't worry, just send me one for next week, babes. We'll do you one next week. Fat supply, exactly, not picking, just to help, exactly, always to help. You know, if there's one thing that I've been really, really, really scared of, it's showing people the stuff that I've made. It's been heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching to do that. And then, because I thought I was awful, I thought I was really bad at producing, because I wasn't asking for feedback. I wasn't being brave enough to send it out there and ask people to look at it, because I would take it all so personally. And that's the good thing about this, is it's helping me to desensitize from that, and for all of us to desensitize from that. And as a producer, it's extremely important for us to become less emotionally invested in what people think of our work, and just to listen to it objectively. You know, because when someone goes, "Oh shit," you know, and the amount of times I've heard that, like, not that many, but I hope. But you know, it gets to you, doesn't it? If someone, there's no context to that. You know, it doesn't mean anything. People just say it just to be wankers, don't they? Sometimes, but you know, it's really important for us to become more confident in ourselves. And if more people say, "Yeah, that's a good tune," and tell you why, and tell you what they like about it, then when you do get the shit comments, it's not gonna phase you, it's not going to get you. And that's what I want, because from doing these, I've seen so many people who have got so much talent and are not getting the platform that they truly deserve. So this is why it's important. So this is Infernal, can't see because I've got a stupid bloody ring light here. Paris to Berlin, and it's DJ Digi remix. So here we go. There it is. Brilliant. Brilliant bouncy tune. Everything that you need in a track. Production's clear. I did detect a tiny bit of distortion on one of the fills when you had the synth behind it as well. I don't know if you've put a limiter on this or anything, or maybe you just need to bring down the level on that a little bit, or probably sidechain the synth maybe to the drum bus or something like that. Let's have a quick listen where it is, and I'll be able to tell you where it was. 2 minutes 50. In my headphones I could hear it. No, it's all right. It's me. I thought it did, but it sounds fine now. Hello, DJ Triplin. Yeah, I'm really, really proud of you, mate. I think that was a brilliant track. Great use of that vocal, like a few other people have said as well. I love it. It's fun. It's fun. I'd like to know what you've used for the synth, actually. What VST you've used for it. Yeah, there is a little bit of distortion there when you've got your... Yeah, it's ever so slightly clipping there. So I was... Silencing Serum. Ah, okay, Serum's coming up a lot for me at the moment. I used to have Serum years ago. Silence is amazing. It's all round, all good all rounder. Thank you, because I've been looking into getting Serum recently. If anyone's not aware of this, by the way, you can rent to buy things like Serum off Splice, and I think there was somewhere else. If anyone knows any that you don't need to be connected to the internet as well, please let me know. Free from Loop Cloud. Synth 1. Oh, right. Oh, cool. I'll go and have a look at that in a bit then. Cool. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done. You can have a round of applause. There you go. Hey. That's what I hear every morning when I wake up. Yeah, right. Anyway, moving on. We've now got Device, Take Me to Wonderland. Now, Device, one of his tracks, I can't remember who he did it with now. It was called Interstellar. You guys heard it 2 weeks ago, and I've signed it to Delicious Recordings, one of my record labels now. So he's come back with a new tune, which he sent me earlier. So this is Take Me to Wonderland.
is everywhere, and they call it Wonderland. Take me to Wonderland, where love can be free. Magic will never end, for always you and me. Take me to Wonderland, where love can be free. Magic will never end, for always you and me. Take me to Wonderland, where love can be free. Magic will never end, for always you and me. There's a place where love is everywhere, and they call it Wonderland. Take me to Wonderland, where love can be free. Magic will never end, for always you and me. Take me to Wonderland, where love can be free. Magic will never end, for always you and me.
So yeah, that was Device, Take Me to Wonderland. Now this happened last week as well with a track called Resonance Q something or other. I'd never heard it before in my life. I've never heard that vocal before in my life either. And I know I should do. I think it's Happy Hardcore, isn't it? I think it was from Bonkers 3 or something that I've found out since Device told me. I've not heard it before. I instantly like it. It reminds me of the Shoe People, if anyone watched that in the 80s. It's very difficult to make a credible, uplifting track in a major key. Really, really difficult. Because they always work when they're in a more serious minor affair. Multi-genre. Yeah, well, it works well, doesn't it? I've seen a lot of this happening now, or has always happened, but I've only just been aware of it. Hardcore vocals being used in bounce. Not so much in hard house. Like hard house is a bit of a different, less inclusive with these kinds of things. This is where I used to be a bit cringy with these kind of vocals. Like, oh God, that's a bit like, a bit cheesy. It's a bit cheesy. But I've got my head out my arse now with that, and you know, this is a good uplifting tune. I really like it. Phantom Blight says, for some reason, I'm picturing a lightsaber battle demonstration. Mate, that's kind of weird, actually, because I've just bought myself an Oculus Quest 2 so that I can play Beat Saber on Twitch. So maybe this can be my theme tune, you know? Luke says, I'd pitch this way up, but I'd buy the fuck out of it. Yes, mate. Now, before we get on to the next one, Carte Blanche has asked a question. How does everyone manage their time when listening to new music and finding stuff? Then what are your folder organisation structure methods to keep it all nice and easy to find? Ray, you're in my How to DJ tutorials group, aren't you? There's a whole tutorial in there on this. Yeah, it's Shoe People. It does remind me of the Shoe People. But just to recap, and just for anyone else who's wondering as well, of any DJs out there, the way that I've done it for years is, I'll show you. Let me just get up a... I'll just get up a display capture quickly and show you. Ooh. Right, one sec. Okay, so just need to work out what you're looking at here. It's a bit big, isn't it? Hang on. This is how big my screen is at the moment. So I'm just going to put this down here. So let me just double check that you can see what I'm showing you here first. So it is a really good question as well. So I'll put this over here. I'm just going to cut this out because it is a good question. Oops. It's like Inception, isn't it? So I order mine. Can you see that? I'm not going to mess around like trying to make it look pretty. So you can see this, right? You can see that folder here. That's the demo drop for today. So the way that I do it is F drive, Amber tracks. So first of all, I have everything in genre. So I've got my mixes, I've got my tracks that I've made, I've got bounce, blah blah blah, all the way down to, just make sure you can all see this, to, hang on, one sec. Alt. I love how we go off on tangents on this programme. Hang on. Ah, there's the bottom. There it is. Oh dear. So we've got everything down to hard house there. That'll do. So you can see all of my genres there. So if we go into trance, because I know you play trance. So in trance, I've got it by year. So then you go into any of the trance folders, and from around about, start getting more organised around this year. So if we go to 2016, we've got banging trance, big room prog trance, prog melodic techno trance, side break, side trance, tech trance. So these are all sub-genres of trance that are in there. So that's what I do. I have it year and then the kind of trance that it is. And then if you go into any of these folders, then it's actually by August, by month and that year. And I always put them in square brackets as well. And I'm not sure why. I can just usually see them a lot easier. But yeah, that's usually how I do it. Sometimes I can be a bit messy and just leave them. But that's usually how I do it. If that answers your question, which I certainly hope it does. But yeah, that is the main way to do it that I found really helpful. And remember as well, it doesn't exist unless it exists in 3 places. So what that means is make sure you back up everything onto a second hard drive. Make sure it's backed up to the cloud as well. And make sure you've got another copy somewhere else. Then you have your record box playlists or iTunes. I actually have both of those as well. But you've got to have one folder structure on one hard drive somewhere which is not pulling the music from that place, so it's static. Okay, so yeah, you need to, you're an IT person, so you're going to know this anyway. And as regards to what you said about not having time, you don't need a lot of time. You just need to know how to work out what tune you want to what music is for you. So like I can go through music now and I literally will just listen to 2 or 3 seconds at the start of it. Then I'll go to the breakdown and then I might scrub through it again very quickly. And I'll know very, very quickly whether or not I want to buy it or not. So that takes a bit of time and knowing, you know, what kind of things you like. But the golden rule is not to be swayed by what other people are playing, and only ever buy something off Beatport if you really like it. So remember, all killers, no fillers. When in doubt, leave it out. Those have been my 2 mottos for 20 years now as a DJ, and they never let me down, because no matter which folder I go into on any platform, on any in any format, on my CDs or on my USB, my record box, anything, I know each and every one of those folders that I've got dated by month and year. I know I can trust that all of those tunes are going to be amazing. Not only that, I then put them in order of hardness. So the first one will be probably the most energetically slow, or not as energetic as, say, like number 10. So I always put them in order of energy as well. So, for example, if I'm playing on earlier on in the night, or I've just started my set, I'll probably go for a number 1 or a number 2. Not like that. And if I was, you know, if it was kind of like peak time set, then I'd know to look on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in any of the playlists. So that's kind of like the rule that I use for all of that. And I hope that's answered your question. Also, ordering BPM. No. Don't do that. I mean, do what you want, but I really wouldn't worry about BPM, because that is not a true indication of energy of a track. I don't know why would you order by BPM? I really don't understand why you do that. I mean, maybe you can enlighten me on that, but I don't see how that would be helpful at all. In fact, I'd find that was quite limiting. Like, you need to listen with your ears. Don't look at waveforms. Don't watch screens. Use your ears. Listen and feel how it's making you feel, or take note of how it's making you feel when you're listening to that piece of music. Not, oh, I can't play that song because it's not the right BPM. You've got a fucking pitch slider. You've got a tempo adjust. I'm glad you asked now. No wonder some of you get so bloody confused, because you're making it all really difficult. You're making it so... I'm not angry at all. Oh, I'm not angry in the slightest. I'm glad you asked the question, because now you can disregard that. You know, we all pick up things from people, you know, little weird beliefs and stuff. But yeah, tracks have different energies. You know, there can be an energetic tune that's 138 BPM, which I know in trance terms is actually quite fast, but it's not in hard house. And a lot of stuff from years ago would be faster or slower. It really doesn't matter. Try not to limit yourself with things like that, because that's where you'll be falling over yourselves. So yeah, any track can be. That's why we have. That's why we have a pitch thing there for. Unless you're not playing by ear, in which case I can't help you really. Do you have that whole folder structure in Record Box the same time, or do you pluck them out one at a time? Good question. Yeah, I have the most recent, because I've only just started using Record Box now. I used to just use CDs, burning CDs, and I'm so glad that I'm not doing that anymore. But yeah, I just use Record Box as a way to analyse the music. Not that I would use it anyway on 900s, because it doesn't actually work. But Cav says, this has prompted me to sort my mess of a tune library. Do you know what? This is the only thing in my life that is organised, is my tunes. I know where everything is in those folders, literally everything. So, but yeah, going back to what you said about having time to find music, you have got time. You just got to learn what you're listening out for. Not looking at BPMs will help, because I bet you're getting frustrated. I bet you're sitting there for hours on Beatport listening to stuff that you don't really like, because you probably don't know what you like yet. But yeah, once you get organised with your library, you'll get organised in your thoughts, and you'll know what to listen out for. So I always listen to music as if I'm the dancer, if I'm the clubber, and if it's interesting and it makes me go, oh, and it catches my ear, then, that will go in my possible to buy folder. So there you go. Hope that's opened your eyes up to that. Where was I? MPA, The Fortress, is next. So let's have a little listen to this. One sec. Where are we? MPA. Okie dokie. Yeah, that was MPA The Fortress. This person's obviously got a lot of musical knowledge because everything was working well. I like the bass changes. I like the bass progression. I liked the way that some of the synth lines stayed on the same notes and the bass progression worked around that. That's always sounds good. And the melody line as well did the same. Yeah, it's a bit of change around that, but it works really well around that mid top bass, I think it is. But yeah, I really liked it. I liked all of that. The sounds probably needed to be more finely tuned, probably a bit of a mix down, wouldn't go and miss with it. But all in all, solid track. The synth was a little out of time in areas. Have you ever thought sometimes that can be from using like LFO tool, using that kind of sidechain Nicky Romero kick or something? Sometimes I found by using that a little too heavily, it can make things sound out of sync a little bit. But I think all the arrangement's really good as well. Yeah. But yeah, well done. Well done to MPA. Like that. Well done to the mods as well for being on the ball. If you're new to this is a demo drop. Basically, if you've got a track that you've made, you just need to send it to amberdpromo@gmail.com and we will give it a listen. We're here to help at the end of the day and just to get you a bit of a platform, get people hearing your stuff, give you a bit of confidence in finishing your own tunes. Yeah. So next we've got Danny Gibson. And Jocelyn, well, we're happy to have you, mate. Welcome. So we've got Danny Gibson now, and this is Oh Yeah. Sound like a radio DJ. I am one. Get out. Right, here we go. So yeah, that was Danny Gibson, and oh yeah, yeah, really like that. Like I said in the chat there, I'm pretty sure Danny is one of the ones that have been doing the Tidy Pro music production course with people like BK. So, and as Fat Supply said, yay, thank you, Jaslyn, for subscribing. Welcome to the fam, mate. You're going to love it here. Like Fat Supply quite rightly pointed out, it's very tidy sounding, and that will be the influence there from that Tidy Pro course, I should think. What I liked about it was there's a part of the percussion there which is quite like a tambourine kind of a sound. I'll show you which. Those are, when I've heard those on the kick, you know, sometimes if you layer a kick, you put the click on the top. If you use one of those or have that on in your loop over the kick on the one, that sometimes makes the kick sound really nice and heavy as well as one of the layers. I always like that. So yeah, I really like that. I like those kind of sounds. I like the timbre of it. Texturizes the track as well. It's ear candy. What did I write down? The only thing was there should have been, I think, another layer after the main breakdown. I felt like there should have been another synth line, another layer to what was already there, and as well as some movement, some kind of automation in the synth itself, like maybe a phase or a chorus, maybe even a filter, bandpass going through, something just to give it more movement and make it sound, keep the interest in the ear, to the ear. That's what I would do to make that still sound interesting after nearly 7 minutes. But yeah, good track, good solid track there. Well done, Danny. Next, we've got Nikki Adams, and this is called Victims.
My religion. They say act as if you had faith. Faith will be given to you. So much of the time we're just lost. Say, please, God, tell us what is right, what is true. There is injustice. The rich win, the poor are powerless. We become tired of giving people why. And after a time we become dead. We think of ourselves as victims.
Yeah, mate, you should be really proud of yourself there. I don't know why you were nervous at all. But again, this is a reason why we're doing this, because sometimes when we're stuck in our little bubbles, we don't know when we're ready. And you are ready, mate. I think that is an amazing tune. You deserve a round of applause as well. And yeah, I'd listen to what Fat Supply said there about the vocal, bring it up a little bit. You could even have a few just on the ends, a bit of automation on at the ends of the phrase of a like a delay would tail it off nicely. Just a bit of ear candy and perhaps some reverse. I love reverse reverb into a vocal as well. But yeah, I really like that. Funny you should say that. I turned them down, thought they were too loud. No, they can. It's if that feels like that, then maybe sidechain it to whatever. What else is in the background? Let's have another listen.
Giving people why. And after a time, you become dead.
Yeah, what you could do is you could side. It's quite easy to do this in Ableton. I'm not sure what DAW you're using. You could do it in any of them though. If you sidechain that vocal to the melody and possibly the drum bus, I presume you're using a drum bus, so that the vocal pops out over, so the transients of the vocal are being so the other elements are being pushed down when the transients of the vocal are hitting, if that makes sense. It's basically just sidechaining it, and that will give it a little bit more room so that you wouldn't have to have it louder. It could just be an EQ issue. It sounds a little bit boxy, so it could just be that you just need to bring it out a bit.
Giving people why.
No, that's just a volume thing. That's just a, oh, you're using FL. Yay! Yay! We love FL. Yeah, I love it. I love it that much that I would definitely sign that to one of my labels if you were interested. Send me a message afterwards because I'd definitely sign that. I love it. Just bring up that vocal a little bit. And you've self-mastered it as well. Someone really good to go for mastering is John Doe, who's amazing. So you could always try him. I think he's like £9 a track. And he gives you 2 different mixes of it. He gives you a dynamic mix and then he gives you a loud mix. So, and that's, yeah, if anyone's interested in that, I can get the details for you for John Doe from Offer Hard Trance John Doe. Like, he's amazing. I tell everyone to go and get the stuff mastered by him. Like, he makes everything sound great and he'll get it loud as well. So yeah, well done, Nikki. Well done, mate. I'm really, really proud of you. Really proud. See, this is why I love doing these shows, because after 20 years, I'm still getting surprised. Yeah, the John Doe, DJ Digi. I know, I met him recently at a gig. Well, when I say recently, a couple of years ago, I was like, oh my God, it's you. Yeah. Yeah, he's ignored me since. No, he hasn't. Next, we've got BUK or Book. New Year's Day. This is called. Right, where's my files? Here we go. very interesting. Things I liked about it. I loved the very important juxtaposition between the dark and the light. And what I mean by that is like duality's everywhere, isn't it? Good, bad, left, right, up, down. Dark, light, as in we've got the gritty reverse bass, and then there's that vocal, and then we've got the floaty, and your top lines and your melodies. And you know, that was a beautiful balance between the two, because it is balanced, and it makes for a good tune. The melody was great. It was interesting. There were parts in the top line that I wasn't expecting. You know, when you're creating a nice little melodic part like that, just having that top one instead of it makes you prick your ears up, and I love stuff like that. I love that. I absolutely love it. Just changing one note, sitting at an octave higher. Yes, juxtaposition. I say that word all the time. Oh, it makes me sound like I know what the fuck I'm on about. Juxtaposition. I wrote a poem on juxtaposition years ago as well. It was called Juxtaposition Jigsaw. I know, it's in a bit of a bad, weird way. But yeah, it's a perfect word for it. It's the duality, as I say. They complement each other so well. The only thing I wasn't sure on was that New Year's Day. New Year's. Like if the song wasn't called New Year's Day, I wouldn't know what that was saying, because it's so heavily. It's got a lot of reverb on it. And I don't think it fits the rest of the track. I think you could have used a different thing, different sound, different vocal. It just, I don't know. It might just be a personal thing, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Unless he's said it himself, you know, and wants to put something of himself in his music, you know, because the track's called New Year's Day. Maybe it's that, but I don't feel like that fits very well. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm set in my ways or something. But the rest of it's lovely. Yeah, and the only other thing is the kick could be a bit more prominent, but everything else is amazing. Everything about that track's good. So well done, BUK or Book. Really, really like that. You should be very, very proud of yourself. So there we go. We've got one more. We've got Third Wav, and this is Live Forever. So Third Wav, you lot will know as Cav. If he's still alive, mate. He's still there. He should be in the chat. That's Cav, who did the Goodbye Miss Terry track. Yeah, he's there. Here he is. Hey! Here he is. So this is... Where are you? Live Forever. Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. Okay. What a great track to finish on as well.
your garden grows. 'Cause I just wanna fly. Lately, did you ever feel the pain and the morning rain as it sucks you to the bone? And maybe I just wanna fly, wanna live and don't wanna die. Maybe I just wanna breathe. Maybe I just don't believe. Maybe you're the same as me. We see things they'll never see. You and I, we're gonna live forever. Gonna live forever. We're gonna live forever. We're gonna live forever. We're gonna live forever. When it hits you, you feel the pain. When it hits you, you feel the pain. Maybe I just wanna fly, wanna live and don't wanna die. Maybe I just wanna breathe. Maybe I just don't believe. Maybe you're the same as me. We see things they'll never see. You and I, we're gonna live forever. You feel the pain.
No, I don't like it. No, I like it. It's amazing. Well done, mate. Well done. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Seriously getting into yeah, it's rubbish, isn't it? It's fucking shit, that. It's amazing. I'm so glad that we got talking. For those who don't know, I met Cav, well, we started talking on one of my mental health chats that I do on a Saturday over on Facebook. And we had a really good chat on my mental health live stream and have a lot in common. And we've kept in touch. Now I've listened to his music and I'm so proud of you, mate. You know, you've overcome so much in your life and you know, this is the outcome. This is why it's so important for our mental health to channel, harness this creative energy that we all have. We all have the ability to do it in a way that is productive, helpful, not only for us, but for, you know, our wider community, people around us, especially at a time when we're in lockdown, we can't do much stuff. We get really, if you have any mental health issues, they get magnified when we go on social media. So finding something that you love, like music production, DJing, anything musical, coming onto Twitch, getting away from Facebook for a bit. It's community based, and this is why I love doing these kind of streams, because I've met so many like-minded people, and you keep me sane as well. You really do, and I'm making so many great friends through this. I'm not going to get emotional, but I'm making so many amazing friends through doing these live streams and finding this medium, this thing that we love called music, that we've all got in common. So, I've found so many great things with all this lockdown nonsense, things that we can be grateful for, especially tunes like that. Hello, Heads Up. You always come in last minute. Go on then. You need to send it me quickly though. You need to send, you know where to send it to, don't you? Now, the only reason my Heads Up is getting in straight away and not while I've listened, not me having to listen to it before I decide whether it's coming on the show, is because I play all of his music. So, Android says, I guess I'll be skipped. Why? Which one was the one that you sent, and when did you send it, mate? When did you send it? I'll have a quick look in my folders. We've got to wait now anyway because of Heads Up. 3 to 5 minutes ago. All right, well, let's have a listen to it. If you're sure that you want me to play it without listening to it first, I'll do it. God, I've had loads come through. Oh, thank you for the tip. Whoever that was. Is next time okay? Are you sure? I don't mind doing it now, as long as you're okay with me doing it without listening to it first. The reason why is I sometimes I get sent stuff which is really not there yet. It's not ready to be heard by people, and I wouldn't want anyone to hear stuff and be disheartened with the reactions that they get, because there's one thing that I can't do. I can't lie to someone when it comes to what I think about their music. I can be constructive with what I think. Okay, cool. And also, if I do think it's not ready, I always leave you with loads and loads of helpful feedback, and I can get you in contact with other people who can give you feedback. It's just me protecting you, because I know how emotionally invested we are in our music, especially putting it out there for the first time is a really big thing. So yay, I will have a listen to it, mate. So yeah, but I know I can do it with Heads Up, because he's like 80% of the stuff that I play in my bounce sets is his stuff. So basically what he's just doing here is flexing. So anyway, back to Cav while we wait for Heads Up. I have I've not heard an Oasis vocal used in quite that way before. And I really, really liked it. I really, really liked it. I thought it worked really well. Yeah, Exhale, I've got yours as well, ready for the next show. You like Walk Alone. Should we have a listen to Walk Alone before we listen to Heads Up? So, but yeah, please make sure you send in your demos, and I do vet them beforehand. If I don't think they're up to par, I will tell you why and tell you what you could work on. And it's easier coming from someone like me, because I'm also on my production journey. So it's not coming from a place of knowing better. It comes from a place of hearing it as a DJ as well. So when is the next stream? It's every Tuesday, mate. Every Tuesday. That mixdown was impossible with Live Forever. But yeah, it's every Tuesday, darling. But yeah, please feel free to send me an email like you already have. And of course, I will have a listen to it. So if I just go to my downloads folder, because you wanted me, Cav, didn't you, to play the other one? What was it called? Walk Alone. Walk Alone. Okay, let's have a listen to Walk Alone.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. Walk alone, I walk alone. Walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. Walk alone, I walk up. I walk alone, I walk up.
I lived it. I can't even pretend I didn't like it because I do. you producing all of this yourself, Cav? Because, I mean, it says final master on it. Who are you getting to master your shizzle? Yeah, you should get it. I reckon you'll get it on a big Dutch label, mate. Definitely. Definitely. It's so good. Roos Syke says you need to start a Gabba label. I was going to say, like, I really, really like, I'm starting to really, really like this style of music. I can't help but be moved by it, you know. Oh, I've never really played it before, but now I'm getting sent it. I've been playing more of it in my sets on Twitch. I love it. Heads Up is sent their track, cool. Taught by Jerry Riot, mate. He's so good. He's a lovely bloke as well. Yeah, you can tell, but it's still got your flair on it. I think your unique selling point is your curveball vocals that you use. I love it. I really do. I think you're doing brilliant. Another one that does weird curveball vocals is Jazz or Heads Up, who we're going to play now as our last tune. So this is called Drop This. Is that what it's called? Raw Style. Raw Style. I'm going to be going on a bit of a rabbit hole of Raw Style later then. Here we go. Love, 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 love. Yeah, very brave using the dubstep-esque noises in there. Works really well. I've tried doing similar with a hard house tune. They didn't like it. Nope. Far outside the realms of possibility with the hard house scene, unfortunately. However, I think that worked really well. You're more going towards a hard dance direction, which is great because, you know, I predominantly play a lot of your bounce stuff. So I like the fact that instead of having, you still got an offbeat reverse bass there in place of the usual donk, and you're using and experimenting with different sounds in that, and I think it works really, really well. I love the vocal. I love the energy of it. I think it's really good. Very solid tune. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done. Christian Sourpatch says, you care? Yeah, I care. I care a lot about my scene. I care a lot about my musical friends. Can I tell you a joke? Yeah, if you want. Is it a good one? Yeah, honestly, heads up, I think it's really good. I really do. I think another thing with lockdown is it's given a lot of producers who have been slowly, incrementally getting better, that extra bit of time that they needed to hone their skills by staying at home, especially during the first lockdown that we had in the UK. I've seen a lot, namely like Pat Glennie and Rick James as well, a lot of the people who are on the Cheeky Tracks label. And I've seen so much improvement and consistency with releasing music just by having a little time away from having to go to work and being able to concentrate on their love for music production. So why was 6 afraid of 9 on New Year's Eve? Because 7, 8, 9, I love it. Yes, mate. We love silly jokes here. We really do. I like that. Brilliant. Oh, I thought it was funny. I liked it. So yeah, guys, thank you once again. And I will see you next Tuesday. And of course, if you are an aspiring producer, you'd like me to play your music, send it to amberdpromo@gmail.com and I'll have a listen to it. And if I don't think it's ready just yet, I'll tell you why. I'll give you some constructive criticism, some good feedback, and probably give you some good tutorials to go and, skill up a little bit more. But the main thing is, I hope you get out of this, is don't ever be disheartened. And please remember that this is a community and we are all in the same boat here. And I know how difficult it is to be vulnerable and put your life's work out there, because we're all very emotionally invested in our music, but this is a safe space for that to happen. And please feel free to use it. Also, of course, I have got my Discord, and you can always put your music in my Discord as well. There's a music section. And of course, going back to the mental health side of things, I am a trained mental health first aider. And if you want to, you can go onto my Discord. We have a mental health section on there as well. Also on Facebook every Saturday, I do a mental health live stream. So that's my Facebook there. But yeah, please feel free to use all of those portals. And yeah, keep safe, stay positive, and stay creative. Now, last of all, I'm gonna raid you. Yeah, I hope you guys all, get to know each other as well and start doing some collabs and stuff. Seaweed's on. Yay! Well, I'm going to raid you over to Seaweed now. If you haven't seen him before, he's an amazing DJ. It's very funny. So, yeah, love you all, guys. And until next time, stay safe. Love you.